Okay, there was something that that I remembered I had mentioned. I'm not gonna be able to get this to sit right. I almost bought a selfie stick the other day. Did I mention that? I wasn't really that into it, but now I'm wondering. The buying part. Okay. So, a while back, I ran into a video on YouTube. I know, notice my new hair. It's not really new. But, I ran across this video about the earth being a quarry. Everyone knows what a quarry is. It's kind of like what's left over when they dig all the dirt out of an area and take it somewhere else for some reason or another. It's basically where they keep the dirt to take to use in other places. Something like that. Look it up. Quarry. So anyway, I was thinking about that because I'm sitting here looking at the bay, okay? And the idea of the earth being a quarry kind of goes back to we're not really where we think we are, train of thinking, and this world is definitely not what we think it is. Okay. So this could be part of the Just Breathe series, perhaps. But since I had seen that, and since I had noticed things on my own when I was in California, I totally believe it is. Especially in California, there is a lot of gray mountains, very dark areas. It may be from the fires, maybe, but I saw this in last September, October, November. I was there like 5 months, late last year. And there were times when it could have been more green than it was. There was a lot of brown, and it was kind of deserty, I guess. That's the way California is. But there were just characteristics of the mountains that were weird to me. Like, they didn't seem right. Everyone's like, oh, California is beautiful and you'll see this and that and the other, but I wasn't seeing it. It just seemed very depressing almost. Very kind of dry. I don't know. In my mind, when I see what I saw then, I believe that it is the remains of some other civilization almost. I mean, we are in the third incarnation where people have been wiped off the planet. So maybe it's just logic. But anyway, in the video, he goes into different parts of the world and how he even talks about how volcanoes are actually seething something from the planet, like, bubbling up. I don't know. It's kind of hard to remember everything he said, but it's almost like I'm looking at this bay, and it reminds me of a cup. Like, an empty cup, one of those big ones, big mugs, but it's full of water. And there's nothing special about a mug of water. And I feel like we've been shown our world as so awesome and beautiful and okay, maybe. But if you think of it as a quarry, then you realize it's not really beautiful so much. It just is. And so ever since I saw that video, I have a different take on how I see things. I mean, I know I sit here and it's nature, and I'm actually trying to get into studying the clouds more, which is chemtrails, which is clouds, what's real, what's not, looking at the moon, kind of things. But when I remember the quarry video, I think about how it could easily be true. It's just nature. We see it as beautiful because I think we're programmed that way. I mean, you don't want to think that the place you live in is hell, basically. or leftover remains from dead civilization. But in reality, it is either way, because we come out of the ashes of a previous civilization just based on facts. I mean, I don't think we really think of it that way, but definitely look at the video. I'd like to see some comments about this quarry thing. It's interesting if you get in your mind that it's a possibility, how your view of the world will change. Open your eyes. Sorry, people. Again, whether it's true or not, there's definitely just physical evidence of something. You know, if we look at it in that viewpoint of how things could have been created. Now, in those videos, the history of mankind, they talk about Atlantis being a multi-dimensional reality. There was not a physical reality involved. It was all in the dimensions, in the spaces between. Okay, and so when the Anunnaki came and wanted to mine for gold within this dimensionality, it created an effect that made our reality become physical. And so it had maybe an unexpected effect. I don't know if it's what they planned. But the world the Atlanteans lived in was sound resonance, the dimensions. And sound is related to water. And so that's why we have so much water. 75% of the planet is water. Do you realize that? 75%. And it may be more now. 75% of our body is water. As above, so below. I don't know. And apparently there is also the firmament from the Bible is above our plane. More water. We're surrounded by water. We're fish and we didn't even know it. Oh, I want to be a fish so bad. I want to swim with the dolphins and be in the water. I was thinking about that earlier. I'm swimming with those dolphins. I am a freaking fish. I want to swim. I want to swim so bad. Anyway, yeah. Are you a dolphin? They're supposedly smarter than us, and that's like totally off the topic, but I wouldn't doubt it. Not that we aren't all the same. We're just in different little packages. That's a whole nother topic, but I'm gonna do a video on me and animals, just because it just came to my mind. So anyway, yeah, so I had 2 extra hours to spare. So I came back and I was thinking about that quarry thing. Please view that video so we can discuss it, okay? I'll bring somebody on and to discuss it with me. All right, check it out. I swear this button is like not sensitive today.